When the phone goes to quiet, that's when I
Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and welcome to episode 2 of the Twilight Saga Animal Crossing series. If you haven't already, please go check out episode 1. Today, we're going to be decorating the inside of Carver Cafe, so let's jump right to it. The exterior for Carver Cafe is pretty simple. It's just a white base, green roof, and a green door. And I also wanted to put a little tree branch wreath on the door just to bring a little something, you know? So that was really easy and straightforward. So let's go ahead and get into the interior. You know what? I did not realize how small the villagers' interiors were. I was kind of shocked when I got in here. I've never really decorated too many interiors just on my previous island, so seeing how small this was, it kind of distressed me. But I'm up for the challenge, so let's get right to it. Since this is a cafe, I know exactly which wallpaper I wanted to use, the beautiful cafe curtain wallpaper that we have, so that is definitely what I'm going to be using for this build. And I love the common flooring. It's probably one of my favorite floorings out of like all the floorings that we have. And I also want to do an accent wall. I really like the herringbone. It kind of bounced really well with the floor and the cafe walls. And now I'm just getting my cafe table and chair situated. I was choosing between the ranch style and I believe this is the antique style. And I went with the antique because I like the way it looked a little bit better. I also like the white cushion that just gave a little bit more dimension than the ranch chairs did. Now I just wanted to decorate it a little bit with some miscellaneous items like this spice rack. In a reference photo to Carver Cafe, they had a lot of those on the table, so I wanted to use that. And then I set out the, I believe it's called tomato bagel sandwich. And in the movie, they say that Bella likes to eat a garden burger, and that's really the only thing I could use that was similar to a burger. So that's what I used for there. And then on the other table, you see it's just the fish and chips. So then I could just have something set out. I wasn't too specific on that. But now I'm decorating with the counter and the dessert case because in the movie as well, they talk about all the desserts that they have there in different pies. So I wanted that displayed there. Now with the stools, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to use the vintage stools or the counter stool, so I kind of just set them up and put them in front of the counter just to see how it looked, and I'm going to change it out a little bit later, but I was playing around with either the color black, the brown in the counter chair, or the green in the stool. So I'm kind of deciding between the three of those. And I just moved on to the wall. As you can see in the reference photo, they do have a gallery wall in the back, so I wanted to kind of recreate that. So I'm just going to put up the pot rack and the bottle rack. Those are one of my two favorite items to use when I'm doing kitchens or anything. It fills up a lot of space, but now I'm just doing the gallery wall like you saw in the reference photo. This build was honestly so easy and very straightforward. The reference photos gave me everything that I really needed in order to do this, and so I love this build. Also love that I get to use these deer heads. I've never had a build where I could use them ever, so using them now is really fun. And I love, love, love the lighting that we can do now. The stained glass, ugh, just chef kiss. And the two other lightings that I have, it just fit this build so well. And then moving on to some greenery, there is also greenery all around the walls of Carver Cafe, so that's just what I'm going to incorporate now. Oh my god, I love these wall sconces. I think I only use the damaged wall sconces because it just gives a little bit more of a vintage look than the other ones do. In this instance, I was going back and forth on the colors that I wanted to use for the deer head. I found that the white and the ash looks a lot better than what I had before, so I was just playing around with that. And I did decide to go with the counter chairs, so I just got rid of all the stools. I think that looked the best. And pretty much now, I'm just finishing up decorating the walls. Like I said, this build was very easy and very straightforward. And with the broom and dustpan on the wall, that is the end of the build. So let's go ahead and cue the montage.
The girl eat her garden burger, Waylon? As soon as you're done, I will bring you your favorite. Berry cobbler, remember? Your dad still has it. Every Thursday.
Thank you. You're great.
Alright, and that was the Carver Cafe build. Thank you so much for watching, and please go back and watch episode 1 if you haven't. Like I said before, this series is so close to my heart because I love the Twilight Saga series and I love Animal Crossing, so merging these two together has been so much fun. And also thank you for all the support in the comments as well as on Instagram and Twitter. It means so much for me and it just encourages me to keep on going. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!